for both Shadow and Jue to find those key engages, because the second Shadow engages onto one target, they're going to get Galio ulted. They are going to be saved.
It'll be 3 grubs going over to IG.
And again, with that going down, it's probably going to force Spot off of another wave. Some more experience lost from the Kalista. You can already see Gala, level 5. The Kalista is only level 4, and this is another set of minions dying under the turret.
Losing a lot more than they're gaining.
Yep, and this is IG just splitting them up really solidly at the minute, and maybe they're going to look also.
I love it. They're going to rip it right on the Shy after burning that flash. First blood to Care.
Looks like Shadow starting up the first set of grubs, or the second set of grubs, the first one to be taken out. So they're going to deny 6 grubs at the very least.
Mako trying to find a way in. Rookie off to the side, getting sequestered, and he's in a 4v1. They go after the weak side. Very decisive by FPX.
Yeah, and they collapse on that flank. It looks like there's been a teleport.
Here we go!
Sheer.
Over the wall, on top of Gala. He's getting knocked off the Pop Blossom to Pie room, but Gala's got a flash, and he's going to go down. Care gets that kill. They're looking for more, but FPX, they get a lot.
For IG, another wave coming down, and the benefit of having 4 of those grubs versus 2. That's first brick that goes in favor of Invictus Gaming, and even though the kill score reads 3-0, that gold lead is dead even.
And not only that, it's split across the members you want it on. It goes to your Viego, your Varus, your Mbessa, and they're going to look for a second one as well. That's going to be detrimental to FPX because these carries are now so accelerated.
Yeah, I mean, 200 gold for everybody that was present there
Shadow's
as now Shadow.
Oh no, bro. They make a 5-man play onto the FPX jungler.
And now around this Herald, they're looking to make a stand.
IG not looking to let this one go. Sheer is off on the side. Keep an eye on him. Just poking his head through. The hook goes down onto Zhizhe. He's going to get targeted out. Rookie manages to try to get to the back line. Shy is over the wall. Here comes the Pop Blossom again. It's just buying space. Rookie manages to escape, but the re-engages onto the Shy. And now they're going to turn all the way onto Care, who's chunked out Sheer.
They're on Gala.
Onto the back line, onto Gala. Here comes Care flying in with the knock-up. They find Gala. They find Rookie too. It's a double kill for Sheer. And IG is falling apart at the seams. Bot's getting free reign to auto-attack around. JJ is stuck in a 3v1. He ults over the wall. He's trying to escape. Camille will let him off the hook.
They find themselves a great fight around that Rift Herald, securing the objective as well. So Shadow going to have that Rift Herald in his back pocket. They break open mid-tier 1. A little bit dangerous, especially versus a Viego as well.
They're going to try to make a transition play onto Rookie. The question is, do they have the damage between Shadow and Care? Because Rookie is real tanky. Flash is burnt, but he catches him with the Abscond Abduct, and down he goes. Shadow gets credit for the kill. Teleport in for the Mbessa, and the Shy is unable to get more.
Less commitment required objective if you head up toward this top side, and now Jue just having a little fish.
Oh no, he's going for the Marlin as he targets Gala. Flying in his Sheer. The Pop Blossom will finally get a few, but down goes Viego. And Mbessa trying to do what she can to the back line as the Shy is getting taken low. Teleport coming through. Jue falls, and IG turns it around on FPX as Rookie leads the way. Unable to land a taunt as Bot will be able to escape.
But all of the power that FPX had in this game is wiped out.
Now they're going to be really under the gun, Rude.
This fight exceptionally well. The support from Mako, the damage from the Shy, the space that he bought as well, all working so well together.
Fight for how strong Sheer is. Any impact that you can minimize is really fantastic. We're seeing Care split on the bottom side. Meanwhile, IG, they have started the Otacon.
Oh yeah, I mean, Care has got teleport, so if you can take this and get there in time, there's a world where a fight may well be had. Double sums available for Gala.
So
that target that they've been looking for.
Down to 3,000 HP. Mako with a big Pop Blossom on the multiple, and the Shy is ready to go to work. Mako will fall. They're on top of the Shy. See Rookie trying to charge for more as the Otacon has been secured for IG's way down to half. Oh, the taunt doesn't quite land as Care and Sheer are able to escape.
But this tier 1, the first up on the chopping block, and FPX, they do well to recognize, okay, well, we don't have Otacon, so we can't really fight. But yeah, I mean, they're just looking for a turn here. Even if the fight doesn't go tremendously, if they pick up a couple of people, they can use that tempo to find the Baron after.
Beautiful. They find the support. They find Care. He's got a flash, but he's got to escape. He's got nothing left. Shadow is on the back line, and Sheer teleports in. Hextech Ultimatum sends one back to the base as FPX end up sending a couple back, and they lose Zhui for it.
I mean, honestly, that's fine for FPX. They get them off the Baron, they burn a couple of these false lives, and the Shy just barely able to keep his alive also. Maybe they're going to look for another re-engage.
They are. They want the Shy. Yes, it has fallen off. Rookie gets on top of Sheer. The Shy is still alive. Rookie flashes away. Mako's full HP, and they catch Shadow, and the damage is there. The Shy takes him out.
And again, this just the difference in tempo that the Atacon gave them and get a couple of kills. And that's exactly what they did. Zhui taken down, Shadow taken down. No wards, no jungler, Baron secured. Spotting out the flank. Kalista on one side, so you've got an element of a smite secure, but it's not going to be easy.
Well, the Shadow is unable to get toward the Shy. They just feel not as decisive as they once were. Off to the side, Sheer has been spotted. He's trying to get away, and he will. The public execution, and here comes the Galio to spread the fight out. Care and Shadow off to the side. They've taken out Sheer. Care going to be the next target on this front line. The public execution, he gets to Gala, but Gala's still alive. Care has to run scared, but he goes back in, and he finds a kill in Mako, but they will take him down. IG win another fight. They're going to get the Soul, and FPX, their last stand is a folly.
It's a 4-for-1, and IG have all but secured their second spot in the playoffs with that fight. Ocean Soul at their back.
Guy just says, I'm going in, and Rookie says, I'll follow you too. That combo is strong as they try to make a play onto the Mbessa. Good overload there by FPX. They get the shutdown, but they're going to lose so much.
Yeah, and this is one of those good deaths that we like to call them, where your team is getting things on the other side of the map.
Sheer and Zhui getting poked out. Here we go. The target is there. Mako with the Pop Blossom trying to buy room. Here comes Care with the Skull and Galio ult as Gala is low. He's getting protected, but he finally falls. But the health bars are so low for the side of FPX as they begin to fall. JJ able to finally take over. He's got a triple. He's got a quadra. He's looking for the penta. Bot is hopping away as best as he can, and he's trying to get away. JJ has to back off. We will not see a penta today.
It is going to fall. Again, reminder, that was a 4 versus 5 for IG. They were down a member. The Shy had no part in that. And
FPX has not lost yet. Things are grim, Rude Dude. They've lost a lot of structures and they're down a lot of gold, but they are still in this game of League of Legends.
Waiting for Care to steal away the Galio ulti again. That's the trigger for FPX. That's how they found the best amount of opportunity in these fights.
Mako! Big 3-man Pop Blossom as Rookie flies in, and down goes Kalista. Down goes Zhui. Sheer doing what he can. They find Gala, the stolen Pop Blossom, but a lot of people are golden and not a lot of damage is coming out. JJ will fall, but the health bars are just too low. IG's on the inside of FPX's base, and when you're on the outside of your base, typically that means the fight ain't going so hot, Rude Dude. As Shadow may be picked off in a moment, he will escape. The teleport has to come through for Sheer to find a way back as the first Nexus turret falls. The second Nexus turret is getting low. It's a 3v2. You got to make the miracle play happen. They blow up Rookie, but the Shy is just a little too strong. Shadow and auto away. He will fall, and Sheer still alive.
They've done it though.
Yes, they've defended for right now, but for how long? The Shy takes a lot of damage. Sheer starting to do a lot. The hook goes down. You need to blow him up. The shields are strong. The healing is there. Bot pulling him back with the Fate Sealed, trying to root him down, and Bot trying to skewer him, but Sheer dies, and the Shy's still alive, and the Pop Blossom's here! The Shy lives! The Shy lives! Mako is getting skewered by Bot as he's starting to get strong. Kalista Rend left him on a sliver, but you must take them down because they will heal up till no tomorrow, Rude Dude. Shadow already chunked out. This should be the last fight. Zhui is chunked out too. The Nexus is exposed. The public execution to put the exclamation point on this game. Sheer trying to do what he can, but it is in vain as he falls, and IG have locked their spot to the playoffs.
Congratulations to Invictus Gaming. The early shaky starts to this group have been
quite a few Zeris speed skate through those long walls to get to the back line, and against a poke composition like this, we could see it go pretty crazy. Melee's Shadow coming back down.
Yeah, they're on a clock here. Look at Mako on the minimap. He's beelining it. So he's at tier 3 right now, trying to get here before the dive happens. I don't think he's fast enough.
Not so, my friend. The Shy has been stunned. He's been rooted. The Counter-Strike is there. Now they have to go for the redive. Not too much damage coming through from the turret on the first part. Jack, sleep strike, flash, slowed, but he escapes, and Mako is here. The time has run out. The Shy under the turret, but he falls. First blood goes to Sheer, and now Mako could potentially be in no man's land. Make some plays, get some power on him, and really make these spears impactful.
And what we also have to remember is that Gala has been sponging a lot of experience, largely solo, and versus a level 1
so much
Braum.
damage. Look at all the damage that comes through. Zhui goes down. Gala with the perfect skill shots.
Lovely snipe from Gala. This wave frozen.
On the struggle bus. The good news is, will be useful once he hits level 6, regardless of how far behind he is. He'll just be on the rest of the team to make plays off of the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. First set of grubs, we'll go over to IG pretty predictably with the sheer power they've had on this top side of the map so far.
And it's all about this sort of butterfly effect of, well, you know, we're not playing 2 bot in the early stages, but Shadow's actually just ganked, so that's a little bit of jungle pressure, but it's coming too late. The way that they split the map was that this top side of the rift wasn't going to be theirs to control, and Jinji's already 6.
And then Zhui getting chunked here. Jeje, as you mentioned, in there. Mako's going to get credit for the kill off the Ignite.
Fluid just moving between these lanes. They've got complete dominion over the entire rift, and it should only be on one side. Drakes should be getting secured in this split by FPX. Further ahead of this Ashe, you know, currently 1.1k to the good. First item already finished.
Flash into the stun. Oh my goodness, the damage comes through from a mile away. Down goes Shadow. The second set of grubs will go to IG.
It should work. Mako flashes on Shadow. The team follow up. There's enough damage to take out the Zyra, who is flashless after all, and gets taken down. And again, to comment on how the game is going, if my Zyra is ever first iteming Merc Treads, something is wrong.
Oh my, that is, that's tough. Bot is in so much trouble. He's been ignited. JJ can't quite get to him. Stranglethorn's out, landing the knock up. JJ gets stunned, but they don't have enough damage. Care trying to speed skate over the wall. It's a certified Zeri moment, but he can't get any more than one. And now Rookie is just causing everybody to back off. The poke from Gala too is too much.
Guardian.
Yeah, we mentioned it's a bullet hell that they have to go through. JJ could be caught out here, but they don't have any CC to actually get on him. They finally tag him with a slow. Care gets to the backside, and JJ will fall, but there's so much damage coming out from Gala. He's on his completed item. He's got the boots, too.
Yeah, and you may be confused. Hold on. These 3 members of FPX weren't a part of that fight. Why are they half HP? Well, Gala just zoned all 3 of them and prevented their help from getting to Care. He popped a massive explosive charge down that kept them all at bay, and then the ulti on top of it as well.
He's going to walk down, as you said, take that mid turret. He's on 2 items at 14 minutes into the game. IG up nearly 5,000 gold, really making a statement here in Game 2. And gold really making a statement here in Game 2.
And on all of these turrets that are going their way, Rookie now, I mean, should probably be fine, isn't he? Takes a few turret shots, but Sheer not able to find the kill. Even still, the way that IG have moved around this Ziggs is so good to see, and what we need from them is now how to close out this game. I mean, 15 minutes in, having taken all of the outer turrets is such a good benchmark already. I mean, that's a hit, but it's not onto the target that you're after, and red buff even secured by JJ. Not the way that FPX would have been looking for this match. It's such a solid start from IG. Question then becomes, do they close as cleanly as they've opened?
That is the question, and it seems like a nigh impossibility that it wouldn't happen, as Sheer is up a little bit too far. The teleport from Rookie. Mako is going to take that one away from him. He's got 3 kills on the Leona. They're just having a ball right now. And Rookie doing his thing on the side lane. Everybody is just playing so well on IG right now. There's really not much more you can say, dude. FPX, they're going to be the ones to start up this Rift Herald. I think they should be able to get this one, so you have at least something, but it's a lot of work that you're going to have to do.
They're going to lose people on the way out is the thing. Rookie's circling. You've got collapse from the Shy possible as well. Herald gets taken.
All right, JJ is the one who gets tagged. Mako stuck in the back of the pit. Sheer is there, ready to go Mega. Shy ready to come in as well. Sheer's off to the side, and the Shy is forcing many people over the wall. Mako is low, but the Shy is still has Wei and Shadow to contend with. He's got a flash. Other side of the fight, Gala's just doing so much damage, and the health bars are bleeding and evaporating. Jeje gets a kill. Another one for Gala. Flash is being burnt, and the chase is not over yet. Do you actually have anywhere to escape to? Mako still lives. The chunks are there, and everybody falls.
And if there was just a little bit more gold on FPX, maybe they could have found a fight.
You know, we're only 18 minutes in, but I don't see a way.
Looking at the objectives as well, Arrow goes wide again, so looking for Gala, not quite successful. Care.
Slow. Oh, dodges the Zenith Blade. He's still taking a lot, though. Gala's bouncing bombs.
Okay. Rookie's fine. He's doing
some good damage. Oh! Woo! He walked into the middle of it.
Yeah. See, that's the issue with playing against a well-placed Ziggs bomb. Win condition for FPX, which is IG throwing. And granted, that is still a win condition for FPX, but the odds are incredibly low because they've just taken an inhibitor, not even pre-25 minutes at this stage, pre-20.
Yeah, that's how confident they are. They didn't leave the inhib up. They're like, nah, we're going to take the inhib. We're going to use that to just absolutely dominate the rest of the map like you've been doing all game long.
Exactly how they were going to navigate it. The Shy did well also, and now FPX really making their last stand around this Atacon. I mean, it's down 10,000 gold, and when there's only 40,000 gold on IG's side, that is such a monumental percentage to be behind. The Shy's on a flank. FPX are getting corralled.
Yeah, this is going to be a gnarly flank. The stun is there. The Shy is there to land the counter-strike. And all of a sudden, the fight became a 5v2 because he gets shredded by Otacon. The Shy is on top of Bot. He's hapless. He's just standing there. He's canceling his autos. You know it's over. Look at the man, the poor guy. Don't do it, the Shy. Just let him live. Let him live, bro. Yeah, there you go. Please.
Get the roses. That's a good idea.
Look at the flowers. Look at the flower spot. Look at. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Look at the Nexus. I think is more appropriate.
Oh no! Why'd you kill him, Shy? Come on, man. That was mean.
The fight took so long. Zhui was able to respawn as well. And reset composition for FPX has been fully drafted. Right, Jinx, Ari, you get that first kill. The resets come through. Get excited. An extra charge of Spirit Rush, and you can start to go crazy. It's been read, it's been seen by FPX, and they're going to match it by sending their top side, or their bot lane up to top side as well.
Shadow getting in there a little bit. He's forced a flash, but he's also ignited. Good knockups are there, but Shadow is so low. The heal is there, but Alistar is going to be the one getting first blood. It was for FPX.
Yeah, it's that ticking time bomb, right? Level 2 comes in on this creep. There's low HP.
Oh, not the double knockup. They do have summoners. JJ with a great sidestep forces the flash out of Bot, the barrier too. Flashes on top of him, lands the Q! Oh, right through Zhui. That was impressive.
Advantage on Shadow, going to be the one setting up for these grubs. First one picked up for the Nocturne, and IG not really in a position to take this fight.
Yeah, really good for FPX. Sheer, I'm sure, will be loving these. See if he's going to take it. JJ does take it and steals a grub away, slides out, and now the collapse is on. This is going to be a full 5v5. First one going to be targeted out, and the Aurora gets first blood onto Bot. Not first blood, I'm sorry. Got a double kill there. Just putting in so much work is IG.
Your third item. Normally with Collector, you'll see Infinity Edge be the second item, and then you opt into Runan's PD, whichever Zeal item you're looking at as third. But IG looking for a play top.
Bro. Yep, they just show up on Sheer. The Rise delivery system. Who's going to get the kill? Jeje now 2-0-4. The Shy gets an assist there, and it is all IG.
Yeah, I mean, with Aftershock procced there's an argument that we could have waited as Care is making his way down to this bot side into a teleport. Oh no.
Yeah, the Shy put himself in a bit of a weird spot there, trying to flash around, and did he find a way to escape? Wait a minute. Hold on. He's up against that wall, and he goes down.
And for the most part, had Mako by his side. Now bot under this turret, certainly in a bit of a tricky spot.
Oh no, the little aggressive kick. Q lands, got him. 1-for-1 trade there. I don't know if they'll be able to
Ghost.
get Zhui on the backside of this, but yeah, you mentioned the Ghost is burnt. Looks like they're going to go for it. Rookie dies in the turret. Zheje on a thread will survive.
Slither of HP as the Lee Sin walks out, and the Rakan stays strong in the bot lane dive. Still has heal as well, so not really too close there were IG, and maybe we're getting a little bit of that overzealous nature that can come with confidence, and some things that maybe cost IG games previously. Firing it, manages to land the CC, which signs the death.
Yeah, this is where we started the happy gaming moments out of the side of IG. But they're looking to be actually happy here as Bot is ignited, trying to escape, lives on a sliver, Shadow flies in. Can FPX turn this one around? Sheer coming through, trying to make plays. They're going to target out the Shy, who's down to half HP. Zhui and Shadow are so low. The Shy still alive as Zhui falls. How is this guy alive? He can't close out on a kill, but Care on the roam up to clean up Mako. Gala can't kill Bot as he gets a double kill. And FPX all of a sudden are back in it.
They get snowballed on in a similar fashion to game number 2. But now FPX fighting back and, well, maybe losing out on Sheer on the back half.
They've played these games before, Rude Dude. We've seen this play before. Zheje and Rookie combining as two, and Rookie gets his first kill of the game.
Trying to find a trade back. The Jinx not quite able to fall, though, and now it's IG once again looking for a play down on this bot side.
Here we go. Knockup is there. Zheje trying to come through. The kick not into the Jinx, but just to the side. And now Shadow's a little too deep onto Gala. And now it's a 3v2. Zhui, half HP, still alive. Care down here to potentially defend the dive. Yeah, Charming Arise after he's gotten his phase rush is a very, very scary thing. Oh my god, wait, he was diving, I think. Is in the back of the pit, stuck and dead as Bot lands it flush. Now they're turning on to Mako, who does tank up quite a bit, but is whittled down lower and lower. A double kill for Bot. Sheer chasing down the Shy. He'll be able to get out just fine. They might go for a dive. Care in position.
Yeah, it looks like Care TP'd up to this top side to try and evade Rookie as best as possible. The Shy should be able to clear out this wave under the turret and probably keep himself alive, but doesn't look like he's got that tool.
Drops his ultimate, goes from side to side, trying to just clear out the wave and stay alive, and he will.
All right, lovely stuff. Job done. Smooth. And now Bot dies mid lane. No barrier.
There you go. They finally got him. I thought for a second it was getting a little testy as Bot has gotten pretty strong lately. But Rookie and Gala are able to make the play. The Shy is still a little too over-aggressive. The flash, a bear slap with the knock-up, with the fear. The Shy is dead.
And Sheer picks up the kill. Rocket grants an assist. That starts the fight for Bot. That gets him that reset. Now we've got the first 5v5 really of this game as Herald is started by FPX.
Great Ezreal, chunking out a lot of people. Zhui blown up in an instant. Sheer trying to front line, but he's getting whittled down on the backside. Shadow on top of the Shy as they're going for the weak part of the pincer, and Care will help take him out. Mako with a big knockup, but Care has a couple charges left. Charm landed onto Mako, and he's gone. And the resets, Rude Dude. As you mentioned, they're looking for more, but the health bars favor IG for right now as Gala and Zheje are full. The Charm, but the cleanse. Zheje getting Care low as Bot dies, and the turret will be able to save FPX's last two members.
And IG just coming out on top of the fight, but they did lose out on that Herald. Shadow turned off the lights so that he could pick up that Herald, but then the three people that are left for IG are maybe the strongest people on their team. Zheje looking for Gala to keep him alive.
That bought IG enough time for their cooldowns, and now they're on the push on this mid-inner
Here
turret. Here comes Shadow trying to make a play, but he's in the middle of four. Zhui getting knockups and taunts abound. Rookie shoved off to the side down to half HP as Sheer is trying to frontline and do his thing, but he is getting rooted and whittled down. Zheje goes in, he goes out, he gets damage as Care has one charge left. Charms are there, health bars are low, but Zheje is just too strong. IG is just too strong. Down goes Bot, down goes Care. It's an ace for IG.
And down go FPX, a 5-0 for Invictus Gaming as they will take all 5 members and turn their attention to the Atakan. A bit wild, they reset themselves and claim a victory.
Atakan going to go the way of IG.
Could very well be giving that gold over that gives IG the game.
And we were worried about IG splitting 1-3-1ing, or FPX able to take advantage of at least one member splitting. Well, they've just been grouped up this entire time. Jeje is super deep here. Jue getting chunked and bursted and dead. The charm is there, but it does not matter. He's out, and the block from Mako too.
Yeah, and he's not even been withdrawn yet. Like, this is so crazy that IG are just able to force on these timers. Mako steps up, takes a couple of turrets so that the backdoor bonus is with them for the entire time, long enough for them to take down this tier 3 turret. And again, before Baron has even fallen, IG have not just broken open the base, but they've broken an inhibitor as well.
Here we go, trying to make a play. Behind them is Sheer as he teleports in. The lights have been turned out. They could be in trouble. And the cancellation on the Realm Warp is there. Mako is sent to be withdrawn. Rookie on the side. Gala knocked up. You'll get at least a little bit of gold out of that if you're IG, although Shadow can no longer join the fight. Rookie doing a lot. Sheer got a little low, but he's all fine.
But to what end? It's great that they're able to take those withdrawals, but they were dropping off in 30 seconds anyway. Structures off FPX. This tier 2 stands no chance.
Bro, dude, when did everybody stop caring about dragons, man? It feels like nobody cares anymore.
Honestly, I think they've done a pretty good job. I think it's just about equally balancing all 5 souls, 6 souls, however many there are. Because there are definitely outliers. I think that Mountain is honestly probably a bit weak.
And oh, what a time. I love League of Legends. It's crazy that you can still talk about League of Legends for back then now, because this game is so great. And this game here has been at least quite entertaining as IG look to put the nail in the coffin. Jue trying to go in and get a knock-up, but guess who's been rooted?
Oh,
it's
no.
Bot. He's dead. Gala gets the credit for that one. Yeah, you got charm, Jue, but you're not that charming, as the rest of FPX will go down. They found the Shy, but IG finds everybody else, and they're going to end the... Oh no! They left JJ behind!
And despite JJ's slightly longer walk to the inhibitor, this could very well be the game signed, sealed, and delivered here. Shadow, yeah, get the CS up, buddy, because there's nothing else for you to claim in your base.
Oh, he won the CS war.
Hey,
he's up a camp.
Pretty valuable.
Yep, he's up a camp. Shadow, pretty good job there. Out jungling JJ. You can tell by the CS lead and the camp differential. Yeah. That is what happened here.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.